Hey guys, welcome back to another video. A little bit of a different setup today, a little bit of a different look today. Anyway, on Friday, I received an email from Truckstop and RMIS saying, and I quote, that they are preparing to roll out enhanced security measures that will further verify your identity and prevent imposters from stealing your credentials and compromising broker-carrier relationships. So this prompted me to make a video about a huge issue that is happening in the trucking industry right now, and that is fraud. Now, I suppose this is more of a public service announcement, and I feel obligated to make this kind of video because about a year ago, last September, we got caught up in something similar. Ready? Let's go! So before we jump into the topic and dissect it, I feel like it's very important to mention this. For the sake of your business, please stay vigilant and be careful of who you are working with, as well as what links you're clicking from emails that seem to be completely kosher. Because with the new scams that are circling around, the cost of not being cautious is actually horrific. In the best case scenario, you're going to end up hauling freight that you simply won't get paid for. And yes, this is actually the best case scenario. The worst case is that your MC is going to end up in shambles. No broker is going to want to work with you ever again. So what the heck is going on? Well, we all know about double brokering, so that is a topic I'm not going to dissect, but there is a new scam going around, and it has to do with DAT or DAT phishing emails. If you don't know what DAT is, it's one of the biggest load boards out there. Now, on December 2nd, I found a thread on Reddit by a freight broker that said, and I quote, "As of earlier today, DAT seems to have been hacked. My DAT account has been compromised, and no matter how many times I change my password, the hacker is still able to post loads. I try deleting them and they just get reposted. I've added a blurb to my company profile not to book anything without calling or emailing the correct email on the profile. I was able to get the phone number of the hacker and actually called. Eastern European says he's out to prove a point that DAT security sucks." So what does that mean for us carriers? Well, it might mean that the loads that we see posted on the load board by brokers we know and we trust and we have worked with in the past, those might not actually be loads posted by that particular broker, just someone pretending to be that broker. Now, I know for a fact that hackers posing as brokers is not a new scam because last year in September, we fell victim to such a scam. A broker, a pretty well-known broker, Central Freight Management, or CFM as some people know them, they posted a load on the load board. We ended up winning the bid and we got the carrier packet, no issues. We got the rate confirmation, we're in contact with the broker, picked up the load, delivered the load, and when it came time to actually collect payment, crickets. Turns out it was some jackass who was stealing the information, the login information of multiple well-known brokers and posting loads under their name and therefore stealing money and not paying the carrier. Now, we did end up getting some of our money back, but yes, I called the FBI to report this, and no, they did absolutely nothing about it. So how do you prevent falling victim to such a scam? Well, it's relatively easy, and this is something I learned after I went through it. When you get a rate confirmation from a broker, the first thing you want to do is go to the Safer Web website, which is basically the FMCSA's database of the companies, their phone numbers, basically the company directory, sort of. Call the phone number on Safer because that is a verified number, and double check with the broker whether a load is theirs. Now again, this type of scam is definitely something that is going to cost you money, but it's not the worst case scenario. The worst case scenario is if your login information as a carrier gets hacked. And since around November of this year, a new email, a phishing email, has been circulating, and it's seemingly from DAT. And something that they say there is that you have a freight guard report under your MC, therefore you cannot sign up. And then there is a link which prompts you to go to the DAT website, or what seems to be the DAT website, and enter your login information. And once you enter your credentials, that's it. The hacker has it, and your stolen credentials are used to then log into the real DAT load board, and at that point, hackers can do whatever they want. They can post trucks under your MC, they can win bids under your MC and rebroker the load. And in other words, all of a sudden you have an MC number that is full of Freight Guard reports. And no one, especially in this climate, is going to want to work with you. Now, the good news is that DAT knows about this issue and it has already removed multiple fraudulent websites, including the one that comes with that phishing email that seems to be from DAT. And RMIS is also doing something in order to prevent fraud and scamming. What they are doing is they're planning to roll out an additional verification process when logging in to sign those broker carrier packets. Soon, we're all going to have to take a real-time selfie holding our government ID in order to actually log into RMIS. That way, the identity is verified, and yeah, on one hand, that definitely prevents fraudsters from screwing carriers over. But on the other hand, I know that there are going to be a lot of opinions about this. But yeah, guys, times are tough. And when times are tough, unfortunately, people get creative. And sometimes they get creative not in the best ways. Be careful out there. Double check everything. Double check who you're working with. And don't click any weird links from emails. Wishing you guys an amazing rest of your week. And I'll see you in the next video.